What is up, guys? Carl here. Today I'm gonna bring you something that I said I'd do 2 months ago. It's an review, not really a review, more of an impressions video of the Samsung Galaxy S2 that I unboxed 2 months ago. And the two phones on the side are just for comparison. I'm not gonna do a phone fight between them to show which is the best. This is just my impressions of the Samsung, and no points are going to be given to it in different aspects. So to begin with, let's just show off some of the physical features of the phone. Here it is, the Samsung in the middle. It's pretty large compared to the other two. On the side here we have the HTC Hero, which is one of the first phones. And on this side you have pretty well known iPhone 4, not the 4S, just the regular, but they look alike. So to show off the sizes of the phones, here you have a 3.2-inch display, you have a 4.3-inch display, and a 3.5, I believe. So as you can see, the Hero fits inside of the case of the Galaxy. So I believe the iPhone does as well. And if we just compare thicknesses, as you can see, the Hero, which is the oldest one, is pretty thick. Then you have the iPhone, and down to the Galaxy, which is 8mm on the thinnest part. So it's a really thin phone compared with all the power that it has. So that's about it with the comparison between the phones. Said I'm not gonna do a fight between them, so let's bring those out of the way. And let's jump in. Let's look at the physical form factor. You have, as I said, a 4.3-inch display. It's a Super-AMOLED display. You have 3 physical buttons, 4 if you count the volume rocker as 2. So you have a home button. You have a power and lock switch right here. See if we can get a view of that. It's a little mark there. And you have the volume rocker right here, up and down. More, you have a 2-megapixel front-facing camera, so you can make video calls. Be sure to use Wi-Fi, or if you have an unlimited data plan with your carrier, otherwise it would be pretty expensive. You have 2 sensors right here for brightness and closeness sensor, so it will turn off the screen while in a call, so you don't accidentally turn off the call or such. You have the regular speaker for talking. The buttons down here, you have the home button, you have a settings button right here. These two are touch activated, so it isn't actually a physical button that I can press. This one is, as you can hear. And the back button, as this little guy says. On the bottom you have a micro USB connection. So it's used for both data transfer to your computer or for charging. You have a small speaker down here for all your media, for your videos and audio. And on the back you have a 8-megapixel camera, which also features a 1080p at 30 FPS video recording feature. And you have a LED flash, which can be used for both photos and if you download a special app, you can use it as a flashlight while looking inside a dark, creepy area. So if we jump into the phone, so you can see the lock screen right here. This is used with the Swedish version, so this might confuse you. Some of the numbers, like Tisdag, it's Tuesday, pretty late, as you can see. We check some of the standard features. You have this can all be customized. You can put any kind of special app. I put Facebook down here, And if I want, I can remove those two, so I can just have Facebook and programs if I so want. If we go and check in the phone, so here you have the call screen, and you have all keys. You have a regular call button, you have a video call button, you have messaging and back. And up here you have logs, contacts, favorites and groups back here. So if you created favorite marked or grouped some friends, you can check those and get a list. So in contacts, I'm not going to go into the contacts and they'll display all my friends. Don't want to hang them out on the interwebs. Logs, you can check both calls and messaging. And of course you have the keypad right here. So this features, I have no idea if it has a certain name, but let's call it smart dialing or such. So if I'm out late and I want to get a taxi home, but I forgot the number to a certain taxi firm, then I can just check in TAX and if I so want to, but TA will actually bring me to taxi. So this is the short number for the service with my carrier. And down here you can actually get you have options. This is the one which is like the top one, so it will automatically choose that one. So if you want to call Anders and you have multiple Anders, it will show the first one in that list. So right here, if I check this one, I get up both taxi with the short number and a certain taxi firm in Sweden. So if I just press this, I can get, if I have multiple options, I have cell phone, home, work cell, I will get all of those up and I can choose between them. So just going from the name to the number is pretty simple. I'm not going to call this guy, but the voice quality is pretty good. Had some problems from time to time. The microphone down here is pretty sensitive compared where you have it on your face. So if you have your mouth here and you have it right here, it will be pretty good voice quality. But if I turn it and have it almost at my cheek, it will be pretty low voice. And if you're talking to someone in a noisy area, and if they are in a noisy area, you might have difficulty hearing each other. But that's just regular phone problem, so to say. So if we jump into messaging, some messages sent to this guy. Right here I actually recorded a test video before. Let's see if we can remove this. So you have the option to add different contacts. Just press here and you will get up the contacts list, or you can tap here and type in a name and you will get some options. You have the usual message board where we can type in something in Swedish. Hej på dig. Grabben. Hi boy, or so. Of course we can press send, or we can add something from, like turn this into a MMS. So we can add a contact, we can take a picture, we can add a picture, video clips, audio, we can record audio, and all this good stuff. Of course it will be a certain amount that you can send. Now I actually got an email up here, popped up. See a little icon up there. So adding a media to your MMS is pretty easy, and turning it in from a SMS to a MMS, you don't have to go through a lot of menus, just checking this guy out. So that's about it. I'm not going to send anything to taxi right here. This was just to show you how the messaging screen looks like. So if we pop up and let's check the internet, this does have the power, of course, to have what's called dynamic backgrounds. So instead of downloading a game, I can just tap across the phone. Oops. I didn't want to go to the Google Plus, but I can just tap across the phone and play around with this. That's not important. Check the web browser. This is the standard web browser as it comes. I haven't downloaded any Opera or such. So this is the normal starting screen. You have the mobile web page where you can do searches and such. Let's go to something fun. Let's go to CNN maybe. That turned us into a mobile web page. Now if we can change to let's see if we can change into a regular. No, I guess we can't. And of course you have all the usual features of the web browser, where you can use multi-touch to zoom out. You can add a new window if you want. Let's go to some guy's phone, dog. Pretty good guys reviewing phones. And this should show yeah, this is a regular web page, so we can just check the scrolling. Here we have some zooming in and out. You can't see the speed since the camera isn't recording as fast as it should, but pretty fast. There isn't much checkerboarding as there are on some phones, where it doesn't load everything around it, so it has to put a checkerboard and then load it. But this is pretty fluent. It doesn't have some of the features that the HTC Sense have, with changing the, right here you can see that the text, if it goes further down the screen, it doesn't change. Like tap the mobile down here and make that into one sentence in the screen, which the Sense did on the Hero. But since we're viewing this on a regular web page, it doesn't matter that much. So that was it. A pretty good web browser, and since you have such a large screen, you can use it for any type of web browsing. And of course it's not as good as using a regular computer, but compared with a smaller screen, you have such a big area, and the clarity on the screen, you have 480 × 800, so high resolution, you have flash and all that good stuff. So that was probably it about the web browsing. And of course you can use voice command to search. Let's see, tap to speak. Web search Samsung Galaxy S2. And this will bring up the web browser searching for the Galaxy S2. So you can use those features. You can check Facebook. You can, if you're speaking in English, you can type a message or type an email. And so you don't have to use the regular keyboard, Twitter update, and all that good stuff. It isn't the same as Siri on the new iPhone, but does have the features you might want. Have some games. I'm not going to show you anything. That's probably for another video. But the games are running pretty smooth. You have even 3D games that works. I'm going to show you some 3D graphics with the Quadrant Standard speed test. And all the games, of course, yeah, Fruit Ninja goes smooth on the dual core processor. Have the market. I'm not that familiar with the new market, which has all these big screens where you can tap. I'm more used to the list version, which was previously installed. But here you have all the functions. Let's check Minecraft. You can see pictures from it, costs 45 crowns, some information, news, reviews of it, more from that publisher, and you can check similar programs. So this one puts Mind Builder in the same category. So if you like this one, you might want to check out Mind Builder or Blockworld Lite. So that was it about the market. See if we have some more information. Let's go into the camera. You have all the features you might want. You can switch between the front-facing camera and the rear camera. Of course, you won't get the same quality with the front-facing camera, since this is smaller lens and smaller resolution. So using the back camera is the way to go. You can switch between flash on, off, auto. You have all the settings you might want. You have if you want to take multiple pictures at once, you have focus, if you want autofocus or touch focus. You have effects, resolution, white balance, image stabilizing systems. You have guidelines, build quality, where you want to store the images. So if we just take a picture of this hero, let's see what that made. So we can pop down here to the quick button into the gallery. Of course, this put a lot of light, since it's not dark in here, but dark enough to turn on the flash that burned out this area. But let's see if we can get a close-up view. So you can see it's pretty sharp, 8 megapixel. So it can be used for pretty much any photos. Of course, if you want to take high quality pictures, you should use a digital SLR or a compact camera, but if you're just on the fly and you see, oh, that looks cool, this one works very well. I'm gonna post this picture like in a box up here, so you can check it out what it looks like in high definition. That's about it. You can switch to the video, and I'm not gonna show you a video. I'm gonna post a actual video from the street, so you can see movement and the camera shaking and the regular build quality or the image quality with the 1080p video function. So be sure to stay tuned on my channel for a video on that. And if we go into some more features, you have a media player. You also have a audio player, so you can play music or you can play video on the phone. You have support for pretty much any type of media. You can check MP3, you can probably check some OGG, what's it called? Come on, Carl. OGG audio files. If you have a podcast that's recorded in that, you can check MKV files, MP4 files, pretty much anything in the video. Here you have Google Talk. You can also check with the built-in folder manager. Well, it isn't actually a folder manager. You can check all the files. So if you have some PDFs, you have some movies, you can just go into my files, just as you can do on any computer, and get all the folders and delete files. And of course you can't import files, but do some management right there. If we check some video quality, let's go up to YouTube. This is running on Wi-Fi. So let's pop into my channel and see. I have some videos. Let's take something with a bit of movement. We have a battlefield video right here. So since this is running on Wi-Fi, we get the high quality and all that good stuff. Let's turn on so you can hear the speaker in action.
Hey, what is
What's up guys, Carl here. Today I want to talk a bit about Battlefield 3. This is footage from the PC beta. Let's not listen to me speak about it. It's very fluent movement, there isn't any delay in the video. As you can be on some phones, it's processing all the videos as it should. Of course it isn't as high quality on the phone as you would get while running 1080p on your computer, but since the screen is the size that it is, you have a good resolution, so you can just lie in bed and check all the YouTube videos you want instead of turning on your computer or having a laptop overheat in your bed. You have the speaker back here. It is a pretty well balanced speaker. Of course, you will get a better audio quality if you plug in some headphones. But if you're just lying in bed and checking some videos, like you have some series, like let's say How I Met Your Mother on your phone, you can check that while on the subway or such. And you can browse all the videos just as you could in the regular YouTube. Even on the phone, the online version of YouTube is pretty well, but you should get the YouTube client for it. Enough about YouTube. Gotta promote it somehow. It's still a YouTube video, this one. So here we have an extended control panel. I'm just gonna check if I can remove that email I got. Yeah. Up here you have the quick. It's called the quick keys. You have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, audio, and auto rotation on and off. So if you're in a program, you can just slide this down and turn off audio. So now it's on vibration instead. So you can hear. You see a little feedback from that. You can turn off Wi-Fi, which you should if you want to save battery. Auto rotation, so it doesn't change from being landscape. It should go into landscape. I don't know why it doesn't. But keeping that off while going through web pages. So if you're holding the phone like this, if you're lying in bed and you actually want the phone to stay in this rotation axis, you can turn it on and off. And this one is a extended power management system. Here you can have a energy saving mode. So if you check that, just pop that in, you'll say energy mode activated. And when it's down at 10% of the battery, it will turn off all of this. It will turn down the screen backlight and such, the timeout. You can get some tips down here. Let's turn it off. I don't like having that many icons up here. And here you have a power management. So if you wanna save some power and get longer battery life, you can just turn off all the programs and you can check how much RAM is used, how much space you have left. You have 16 gigabytes of internal memory on the phone, so if you buy it over the counter you will get 16 gigs to fill it up with. But you can also pop in a micro SD card and fill it up, so it has the total of 48 gigs of memory, so you can put in a 32 gigabyte card. Right now I have a 16 gigabyte, and as you can see I'm not using that much. All the Spotify media files are stored on a memory card, but still I have a lot of space left even while I've used all that for games and programs. And to sum it up, let's see, we have all these programs. I've gone through some of the regular and the unboxing video, so I'm gonna create a link to that so you can check that out. Let's bring up a quadrant standard so we can check the power of the phone. So let's run a benchmark, going through the CPU, the memory. So the dual core 1.2 GHz processor. They have 1 gig of memory, so it's a pretty well packed phone. You have the ability, as you can see here, we have some 2D graphics running at 60 FPS. You have some 3D graphics running very smooth. Even goes up to 75, it pops up to from time to time. Renders very well. I've tried Assassin's Creed, the 3D version. I don't like playing games that require me to do a lot of action while tapping on the screen, but it looks very, very pretty. And with the Super-AMOLED display, it's very gorgeous to look at. So this might not say that much. I get 3060 points, and compare that with the regular Samsung Galaxy S, which is down here at, what is it, 900 maybe? 900 points. Since this is the free version, I can't compare with newer phones, but you have the Nexus 1 up here. So it's a pretty powerful phone. And that about wraps it up. I hope you liked this video. And as I said, be sure to check out the video I'll post with the camera outside, showing some vehicles moving. And to see more good goody stuff with computers, unboxing and such, be sure to subscribe. If you like this video, pop a thumbs up and leave a comment if you have tried this phone, or if you hate it or love it. Don't rage about this one being better than the iPhone, since this is not what this video is about. Just my impressions and showing you what the phone can do. So yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.